Now, sometimes our inequality can be in the form of a boundary, right? But we solve it in the same way that we would solve any inequality. We use the same idea. Whatever we do to one side, that's what we would do to all the sides. So for example, here, notice in this question, we want to solve for x, showing our solution on the number line. Minus 6 is less than 3x plus 2 is less than 8. So this is telling us that the expression 3x plus 2 is between the values of negative 6 and 8. So it must mean that x is in the same place, right? So if we were to try to isolate x or get x by itself, we would have to subtract 2 from what's in the middle. But if we subtract 2 here, we'd have to subtract 2 here and also subtract 2 here. So we would have minus 6 minus 2, which is negative 8, 3x alone, because 2 would cancel negative 2, and then 8 minus 2, which would be 6. Now we want x by itself. So that means we need to divide this by 3. If we do it here, we have to do it to the other two sides. So 3x divided by 3, that would just leave me with x. I'd have negative 8 over 3 here, and I would have 6 divided by 3, which is 2 here. So x is between the values negative 8 over 3 and 2. So that means that if I were to put that on a number line, right? Okay, so let me draw my number line here. Let me have my 0. That means x is going to be between the values negative 8 over 3, which would probably fall somewhere on this side, and it would be over here, 2 on this side. Because it's less than in both cases, it's going to be an open circle, so it would go from here all the way to here, and this would be the solution set for x. And we could test it just to make sure, that it's true, because here we could choose any value to make a test. So I'm going to use 0. Seems easy, and I know that it's between these two boundaries. So if I put 0 into my boundary, right, that would be negative 6 less than 3 times 0 plus 2 less than 8. Let me just write up here that I was testing for x equals 0. 3 times 0 plus 2 is 2. So this is saying negative 6 is less than 2, which is less than 8. And that's true, because negative 6 is less than 2, and 2 is less than 8.